listen, my mother was 20 when she had me. Thank you, Rebecca. I was 49 when I had my son. And thank you for applauding. That's very nice of you. But in reality, on social media, the day they announced that I was having my kid, or I announced, people were like, you are so selfish. You are so old. How could you do this to your child? I found all of them. They no longer exist. But, but you know, it is one of those conversations. My delay was not through choice. It was just through biology. But nevertheless, it set off this huge conversation. And we have with us Jessica Hartshorn. She's from Parents Magazine. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's interesting to have this conversation, especially from a man's perspective. For so long, people describe Hugh Grant as, you know, a ladies' man, a consummate playboy, or whatever these terms that they even use for George Clooney.
Yeah, that's the other word.
Now he is saying that it was a regret of his. How do we process that? First of all, I feel sad that anyone feels that they regret it. Things happen in the time they're supposed to happen.
But I also think men have like a luxury of more time than we do, right? They can decide in their 50s.
Well, it's not because they're selfish, because nature makes them that way. Tony Randall, other people had children in their late 70s. Biology is not on our side, though.
It is not. We have a window that we have to come to grips with. And I think that's why it feels more real and a little bit more fraught for women. And maybe you've decided you don't want kids. Maybe you're just not decided. It's a very personal thing for us, though. And because we have that window shutting, it's very, there's like a time.
Well, listen,
clock,
but
right?
you could, if you're in your 20s, you could say, all right, well, as Rebecca said, I'm young when they go to college. Some people would say, well, when you're older, you're established, you may be a little more secure in who you are. It just seems like, I don't want any of us to feel like we've missed something.
Yes, but you know, what's happened, I think, women have so many more choices than we ever did before, and sometimes the number of choices can leave you unable to make a choice, right? Yeah. Where it used to be just pretty much understood you'd have your kid in your 20s, and now you could wait until your 30s, and guess what? You could actually wait to your 40s if you work with your doctor.
Who regrets having their kids too soon? Who waited too long? You waited too long? Let me come over here. You waited too long to have your child. Look, just stand up. Don't look so sad. It's okay. What's your name?
Patricia.
How old were you when you had your
I was 38, almost 39 when I had my daughter. Had to go through 4 rounds of IVF, so.
But so you didn't wait, you were trying.
Yeah.
And what's your regret?
I just wish I would have been able to have her sooner and maybe give her a brother or sister.
Oh, well, that's an interesting point as well. Well, she loves you and she's got you.
Oh, she's my world.
Listen, and she doesn't have to share a room with anybody. You know, when people, Jessica would say to me that I was too old, I said, listen, I realized my mother and I are super close. At age 50 almost, I can call my mom for advice. The reality of my life is that probably won't be an option for Moses. His parents probably won't be around when he's 50, unless we're Methuselah, and I'm close to it. But I can pour as much of me into him so that one day he would say, what would my mom advise me to do?
For sure.
Or what, I mean, we just no life is perfect.
Right, and kids really do play the cards that are dealt them, and you know they love their parents, and
hopefully,
them, you know,
I mean,
they really don't know. If you ask a kid how old his mom is, he can say
they all say old.
Between 20 and 100, like he doesn't know.
They have no idea. It's tricky. I was talking with someone, and they said for a lot of people around this time of the year who don't have children, this is a trigger. Because you see so many people buying gifts for their kids or thinking about or talking about kids. How do we support our friends who don't have children, for whatever reason this time of the year especially?
I was almost not saying, like not making it the question you ask. It's really personal. I work at Parents Magazine. Every single person on our staff has had the question, are you a parent yourself? And of course, it's a really logical question, right? But it's also hurtful if somebody is trying and is not yet there. Well, so maybe it's just a question that we have to try and eliminate.
Absolutely, that's what I'm about. Eliminate the discomfort, just give a hug and say happy holidays and bring your significant other.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Thank you, Jessica. I know it's a tough conversation, but we like having this real talk about what we're all experiencing every day.